like a wise owl, see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm. I bet I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive, break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They start on the ground with Elliott. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
And I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
After the turnover, here's Murray. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23. But their defense got them the football with an interception. They tried out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they've got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Cowboys at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Moore, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. But it's caught. Tompkins. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The first down carry by Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A gain of 32 that time. Well, he can certainly be a big asset in this passing game. He proves it right there. He makes the catch out of the backfield, and then off he goes. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
After the sack on 1st down, Murray, and he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. He's got room past the 30. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Prescott to throw it. Able to hit his target, Lamb. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We score. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On play action, it's Murray. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Murray. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. And Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Back to it after the pick 6, Prescott. And now here is another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Final play of the half, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
From the 29, Murray. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. Prescott on first down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. There he goes, right side. 30. 10, 5, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Bryan Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. $51 yards on the punt there. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here into the hands of Moore. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now a handoff looking right. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnover.
Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Draw play, Elliott. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field downfield.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 28-10. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they look to finish strong in this 4th quarter. This is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Rondale Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Cowboys 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now Prescott. And now here is another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Cardinals will take over here just shy of the 30. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
He's going to look deep for more. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore, 71 yards. And the Cardinals start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button.
And, my goodness, another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Cards are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 40. And they'll begin by running the option. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the 1st. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to kick it away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it on the road, on the curve, on the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she calls, the what I gotta do, I'm moving with a 2. I paid it out the book. Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. The chain gon' cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, get them picked off Bentley, white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with oxy. I miscount cause I'm off yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody. I just scraped it off the top, cut it on the road, on the curve, on the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a 2. I paid it out the book.
New toy, convoy, 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you this gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free, that's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm the connect, my boy. Off the top,
I just scraped it off the top, cut it on the road, on the curve, on the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot.
keeper. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadidi. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These know ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad. Stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Ain't biting my tongue. I can't be no goofy, no victim to none of my enemies. Like honestly, be sending me talk from a sip that we when I get to me. My check don't discriminate. Still take deposits if you talking Vietnamese. I just be having my way. Only care about what the pay tell her say. Urge you wanna be, don't got a whip it. Rag on no petty. Let's not talk with that on your hip. If you ain't gon' rip it up, pop it. Empty the like show me a benefit. Let me dumb it down, Benjamin. When these we not equivalent. Really bad, looking so innocent. Bossy predicament. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadidi. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These know ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad. Stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Call me Hillary, stay at the bank. Making moves like I'm hot in the shank. I'm low key, but I pop out in black. This bun on my knife, stop trying to look. They do not cover me. Fake, I can't keep no company. Only the real respect my honest. So watch how you coming if you're under me. I'm with it in Rex involved. I they texting calls. Run me that. Making no sense at all. They bounce like a basketball. Your boo never coming back. This go stupid, go dumb. Told that boy you gotta pay for some. I sit on no throne, you ain't taking none. You bragging on pants, I make for fun. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadidi. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These know ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad. Stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. I ain't keeping up with what you saying on the internet. I ain't keeping up with the news. But I get that daily paper. Stop playing me. Pap.
Going there like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hooked on finance. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zone, I'm gone. When I'm in my zone, I get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh, nah, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down. Tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party when I come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, like shit, wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose it like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on.